Hey everyone, Catch 'em All Collectibles here with another PSA return video. Today we have a few booster packs. I sent these three base set first edition packs, an art set, a few weeks back on an express order. I'm sure everyone knows by now, and I've mentioned multiple times, but PSA is essentially closed at every tier under $300 as far as cards go, but packs were largely unaffected with their shutdown of different tiers, and you can actually still submit today $25 per pack for essentially their bulk service for packs. I have no idea what the turnaround time is, but I have some modern packs out on that, and then I've got some fossil first edition packs on there. I believe it's called standard or regular, $50 per pack from the box break that I did a month or two ago. But anyways, I'll use this video to just go over the new pack cases. I'm sure most people will be aware that sometime, I think it was around the turn of the year, maybe it was late last year, but the packs just kind of started coming back in these cases as far as I know. I don't think PSA made too much of a point to advertise it. At least I didn't see it. But yeah, for comparison's sake, I have one of the old style slabs. This is the only one I have left, thankfully. I've not really been a graded pack collector just because what they do, folding the flaps over, was kind of always strange to me, and I did grade some packs for resale in the past years, but it was just something I could never really get on board with. I think it's fairly evident that you curl a pack over like that, there's going to be some amount of stress and strain on the pack. I would imagine PSA might run into issues down the line because, as far as I understand, their grade guarantee does cover packs. And I just can't imagine if you take the tens of thousands of packs they've put into these cases crammed in there, if you start converting those over, if you start crossing those to the new cases or reholdering, whatever they call it, I think you're going to get a certain amount of packs having a stress line there. Some of them might even have holes open up along that line. Just kind of a big headache for anyone who's had either a large inventory of packs for sale, or probably worse, if you're a big graded pack collector who's in the unfortunate position of having several, maybe dozens of these, and now I know some people get really concerned over the old style labels and the lighthouse, the old style without the lighthouse, without the QR code, as far as having those match. I've never really been concerned about that uniformity wise, but I would certainly be concerned about going from such a different style case. One, just that they don't really conform to each other well. They're different sizes. The label presents a little differently, and as I mentioned, kind of the cherry on top for these horrible old cases is the fact that they were, I don't even know if I want to say arguably. I mean, I think they're objectively damaging packs the way they're put in there. So I'll leave the old style case aside and I'll stop harping on that, but we'll just take a little bit of time to appreciate the new case and the new presentation. One thing I did want to address too is that yeah, so you can see the grades here. The Blastoise got a 9, Charizard got a 10, Venusaur got a 10. I don't know exactly what they grade, PSA, what they grade with packs. To me, you can kind of see a little stress issue going on there, which I guess could have knocked it. But if you look at all of these, like, most of the cuts aren't completely uniform. If you really look in the crimp, I mean, there's different issues going on in there in almost all of them. I mean, I don't know. I guess these are pretty clean looking compared to some of the modern. I don't know if I have one. I don't really have one within arm's reach. Let me go grab one actually. Modern packs, you occasionally get a really bad seal on the crimp. Yeah, here's one I can show. So I did send a bunch of modern packs in, as I mentioned a couple months ago. I'm really interested to see how PSA treats something like that, where you can see like a weaker, I don't know if that's a weaker or a stronger crimp. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how those come back. I guess from that perspective, these 3 packs are quite clean. One thing you see in some of these really old packs, though you do see, I mean, see the 2 kind of stress issues here? We only saw the 1 on the Blastoise, and that's a 9. This Charizard's a 10. But yeah, one of the things that you do see on old packs a lot that I'm not seeing on these, which I do like, the way that these seams would stack in the box. So you'd have this seam resting on that one. You've got 18 packs per side crammed into that box, sat around for 20 years at this point. So a lot of times when you take case box fresh packs, they'll have those indentations from the seams. Again, I'm not 100% sure how PSA treats those. The fossil packs that I sent out do have a bit more of that going on. So in a few months, several months, maybe a year, when those fossil packs come back, it'll be interesting to see how they're affected, their grades. One thing I did notice on all 3 of these packs, and it's interesting because the source for these packs, I actually won this pack. It was raw from PWCC. I think it was their March auction. And the Blastoise and the Venusaur actually came from a collector on E4 a few months back. Several months back, maybe. But they all have in the same back right spot, they've got, I don't want to say it's like a cut, but it's almost like a little indentation. They've all got it in the same spot. I know that some of these old WotC packs, I've opened so many, and I don't have a great eye for detail. But some of the packs I know would have along the side, they'd have those little holes in them almost. I've heard people say, and I don't know how true it is, but they'd have these little holes put in them almost along the edges so that being transported by air, being transported through different temperatures, they wouldn't inflate or get any kind of moisture issues in them, or basically just letting the packs kind of breathe a little bit to equalize the pressure or whatever. So whatever that is, it's in the same spot on all of them, and it apparently didn't factor into the grade because, I mean, the Venusaur and the Charizard got 10s with that going on. But yeah, I really like how these cases are more uniform. They don't have this weird ridge thing going on. They stack well together. Just like a nice presentation. Nice stacking. I guess overall they take up, they're not as thick. I guess maybe they take up a little less space if you were to do a stack side by side. But anyways, years ago I did, when I opened one of every box, I did create a pack collection. At the time I was keeping one of every art. Now that there's a new option of these cases on the market, maybe I'll consider trying to collect an art set of all the WotC sets, or I'll have to see though. I think for now I'll be putting these up on my eBay just because I think I'm going to try to pick up more loose packs. I think that these new cases are providing an interesting opportunity. One, if you're looking for, not from base set first edition, just because the light packs go for too much, but if you're looking for light packs to open, and I know that sounds kind of crazy, but I've seen some of these packs in the old cases going for very, very low prices. I think deservedly so because they're essentially damaged in my eyes. But say you're looking to open fossil or jungle packs because you want to open cards yourself for your collection, you need some non-hollow rares. Keep an eye on auctions, especially of these old cases, because I think some opportunities might present themselves. It would be interesting too. It would be a very risky play, but if you wanted to buy like some base set first edition packs and try the cross, I mean, maybe I'm just being too pessimistic about this. Maybe you could unfold these and get them in the new case and they'd look fine. Theoretically, PSA has the financial guarantee that could be an issue down the line for them. But yeah, I'm planning to sell these because I think short term there's not too many out on the market yet. It's still mostly the old cases, so I think I'll be able to get a decent premium with these new cases. And I definitely just plan each one I sell, assuming I can get a good enough premium, I plan to just rebuy, as I kind of mentioned in an earlier video. I think in one of the podcasts with Nick, kind of leveraging your collection. So I deemed these packs months ago to be like part of my personal collection. I didn't intend to sell. I think base set first edition is just a keystone of my collection, and I like the idea of owning them, but if I set these away in the vault, they don't do anything for me. If I put these up on the market, if I'm able to sell them, and I think these go anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. That's kind of a wide range right now. But yeah, if I'm able to sell them closer to the 10,000 mark, pick up a few more raw packs towards the $5,000 mark, there could be a decent kind of arbitrage opportunity there. So anyways, that's all I have for today. That's a quick overview, some of my thoughts on the, I guess both the cases themselves, and then just some of my broader market thoughts on graded packs and where we stand on the transition from the old to new cases. So thanks for watching. Feel free if you want to see more. I do have a lot of PSA submissions and CGC submissions coming back soon, so feel free to like and subscribe if you want to see more. And I will catch you all later.